Hi, I'm Museum Associate Joanna Abijaoude, and I'm here in our study collection storage area with a selfie stick, doing a solo unboxing to keep our social distance. And I had asked earlier in the week what you guys were interested in seeing, and we got a lot of really fun requests. But one of them that kept coming up was the 1950s, so I'm going to show you some pieces from the study collection 1950s. So let's see what we've got. In our study collection, we organize by decade and by designer. So I am in the decade section, which means that these are dresses that don't have any designers attributed to them. And then on the other side, we have our designer area, which I'll show you next. Now we're in the designer section, and these are garments from all different time periods, but organized alphabetically by designer. So we are going to stop on G for James Galanos, because I want to show you a couple of his great 1950s gowns. James Galanos was an American designer, actually based in Los Angeles. Because of that, we are fortunate to have a lot of his pieces. We'll do a future episode, all dedicated to Galanos, but for today, I want to show you this chiffon confection. Okay, here we're looking at the bottom of the gown, just to give you an idea of the layers that we have going on. And then I'm going to pan back up to the bodice. Galanos used chiffon quite a bit, and he studied in Paris, so you can see all the finishing is done beautifully. I absolutely love looking at the interior of 1950s gowns. Often you see them built on little corselets such as this with boning and really beautifully shaped bra cups to give that typical 1950s bullet bra silhouette. Another favorite mid-50s Galanos in the collection. I'll show you a picture of it dressed in the next take because it really doesn't do it justice on the hanger. It has a really cute bow belt and the skirt is so full, but I just want to show you a few details now. I want to point out the fabric that Galanos has chosen, this really rich satin. It looks teal on the camera. It's actually a kind of a vibrant Kelly green, but see how he's used it as the trim on the collar and the cuffs and also fabric covered buttons. Another ingenious technique, you can see that he has sewn the pleats in two places, so here on the outer edge and then on the diagonal, and that would give the skirt a lot of amazing volume. Galanos also came up with a way to support that really full skirt because the dress is super heavy. This matching petticoat, which has a lot of built-in horsehair to give it that structure. You can see it has a little bit of damage, part of the reason why it's in the study collection. This evening gown by the designer Goth has all the hallmarks of 1950s evening wear. Strapless sweetheart neckline, sequins, princess seams, full skirt, boning, pale pink color. It's really good representation. And I want to talk for a minute about strapless gowns. They really came into vogue in the 1950s. Princess Margaret was the first person in the royal family to wear a strapless gown in 1951, and this style was really considered quite scandalous in the beginning of the decade. We aren't supposed to have favorites, but I admit I have a soft spot for this 1950s cocktail dress. I love the effect with the tulle at the neckline. If you can see, it's been layered. And then also this pointed, almost vampy neckline. So cool. And here, another great example of that inner structure and just all of that shaping to give the bullet bra silhouette. We're going to end with this 1950s va-va-voom dress. We have a pleated bodice here, and you can see it would have been really fitted over the hips, and then it gets a little bit more narrow as we get down, and there's even a little bit of a train. A lot of drama. That's it from me and my 1950s treasures. Everybody take care, and we'll see you next time.